This is a vlog. It seems that people are angry, upset, about me turning off the comments. I don't think people understand YouTube comments. For every one positive comment, there are at least 1,000, if not more, hateful comments, evil comments, racist comments, bigoted comments, sexist comments, perverted comments. And for all of the comments that you actually get to see, I have a backlog of hundreds that you don't see at all. Let me give you a slice of life, a day in the life of Shakaama. Shakaama has extremely high blood pressure to the tune of over 220. But wait, there's more, just like the commercials say. In my life, I have an entire family that calls me every other day with schemes of how to get my money, how to get me to do stuff for them for free, how to get me to upload completely unrelated stuff to my video channel on YouTube. People who come at me with, God told me. God didn't tell you anything. But wait, there's more. I have high blood pressure, right? I'm surrounded by poor people. No, I don't think you get it. When you don't have money in a monetary society, you're exposed to lots of pressures just by the very fact that you don't have money. When you're exposed to pressures when you don't have money, you lash out at people constantly. Everybody's out to get you. Everybody hates you. Your life is terrible. That's why I started making those motivational speeches that I uploaded to Patreon, to make sure that you all were motivated and are living a happy life. As a poor person, you don't hear any motivation. And finally, it's not the final straw, but because, can I just walk with avoiding my neighbors when literally walking out of my front door or my back door, I'm surrounded by these people? The guy got upset that I was trying to be motivational in my neighborhood. Literally, my blood pressure goes up every time I come in contact with my neighbors. Why? Because they don't have money, and money makes them yell and scream and yell and scream and be loud and yell and scream and scream and yell and be loud and scream. Is that annoying you? Yeah, well, it annoys me. Add to that the fact that behind the scenes we have idiots calling each other all sorts of names on YouTube. This is a day in the slice of my life. So, what can I do? I can turn off YouTube comments. What did I say? For every positive comment, one positive comment, there are thousands that are hateful, negative, racist, bigoted, sexist, childish, white supremacist, any word you could think of, any group, hate, man hate, anything you can think of. I have to reduce the stress in my life. This is my life. Now put it on top of that, the pressures of advertisers not even showing up on my channel, not even showing up at all. And then the YouTube community organizer sends a message saying, we fixed the problem. We haven't fixed the problem at all. People have seen their ad revenue go back to normal. Nope, not me. Channel still blacklisted. 90% of you don't even see my videos. 90%. And I have all of these special add-ons to YouTube that I have on YouTube that shows me, oh yeah, your revenue is in the dumps. And you have no views. No views. None. And I'm uploading stuff that is quote-unquote advertiser friendly about business and finance and uncontroversial politics. It's news. It's regular news. Regular news. Caesar's Palace comes out swinging after bankruptcy. Is that controversial? No, not at all. Not even in the least bit. But it doesn't matter when your channel is blacklisted. These are the pressures that I have to go through, and on top of that, I have high blood pressure. So let's recap, shall we? I'm surrounded by poor people who yell and scream and are evil and horrible to each other and say all sorts of just nasty, because that's funny. Just nasty stuff. They're lowbrow people. All of them are getting divorces. No, they're not getting divorces. They just yell and scream and are nasty towards each other just because. Then every other day or every other hour almost, I get a phone call from somebody in my family trying to scheme as a way to get my money or a way to get me to help them for free, ranging from stuff that I usually normally charge $25,000 for to all the way down to coming over and trying to clean up their house. Me trying to clean up their house. I cannot bend over because if I stand up, the blood rushes to my, they don't get high blood pressure. They don't think I have any problems whatsoever. The doctor told me that I could die at any second. Any second. This doesn't even compute to them. And then we come lastly to YouTube and all the problems on YouTube. And when I try and block the people, it does absolutely nothing. Because YouTube says it doesn't matter what the creator thinks. It doesn't matter what the content holder thinks. It doesn't matter what the channel owner thinks. The only thing that's going to happen when you block somebody on YouTube is that you cannot see that person's comments. So if I have a pedophile in my comment section and I block the pedophile, nothing happens except that I don't see I don't care about pedophiles' comments. I don't want a pedophile on my channel. But that doesn't matter to YouTube. YouTube thinks that for some reason that I'm sensitive or something. No, they want to get the advertiser dollar from that pedophile. How degenerate do you have to be to not trust that a channel owner doesn't want a pedophile in the comments section? And if you want to actually report somebody, you have to sign a 10-page document in triplicate. I mean, could you just say, look, block the guy like normal people, like any other website? You talk about greed, and these people talk about safe space and, oh, well, we can't let the bad content go. Bad content? You have actual evil people in the comment section, real live evil people in the comment section. I don't care what people say. I'm a YouTuber. I get hate comments every 2 seconds. And block doesn't do anything that I don't see. I don't care what people say. They don't hurt my feelings. I don't have feelings at this point. Pro tip. If you ever see a video of a YouTuber crying, they're acting. Pro tip. I don't care if their grandmother died. I don't care if their mother died. I don't care if their child died. They're acting. And in fact, you should disbelieve that their grandmother, child, wife died. They're acting. It's all for views. You cannot have feelings in this business. And yes, this is a business. So, what can I do? I can turn off the comment section completely. YouTube doesn't want to give me the tools to protect my own channel? To make my channel advertiser friendly? What kind of channel would I have if I allowed comments? I can put up cartoons of My Little Pony and have full-on racial wars, full-on sexist wars in the comment section. Would I want that as an advertiser? They're talking about the content of the actual video. Who cares about the content of the video? On the channel, you have complete trolls who come in from actual racist websites and actually say something completely racist, and then the entire channel then devolves into a war, a shouting match about whatever the person said. They haven't fixed that, have they? No, because blocking doesn't do anything. It only hides the comments from the person that blocked it. It doesn't hide it from everybody else. The person is still free to make all the comments that they want. Here's what they saw. A long time ago, they actually had block people from that channel completely. You got a message that you can't upload to that channel, or you can't leave a comment on that channel. The uploader has blocked you. So the people who wanted to troll somebody weren't allowed to troll that channel, and so they stopped watching YouTube, and YouTube couldn't have that. They couldn't stalk somebody, so they stopped watching YouTube, so YouTube couldn't have that. Got to keep that ad revenue pumping. Got to get all the eyeballs. I'm here to tell you, not every eyeball is worth showing your stuff to. Do you think maybe somebody who's a troll or a stalker or something like that? And yes, there have been stalkers on YouTube. Do you think you want to show them your Chrysler LeBaron advertisement too? Maybe, just maybe, that person does not have money. Maybe, just maybe, that person can't afford a Maybach. You want to fix the ad thing? I'll fix it for you. I'll fix it and streamline it to such a degree that you'll probably have far more interactions with the ads than you do now. Right now, you have a 0.1% click-through rate. That means the person sees the advertisement and actually clicks on it to see what's going on in the advertisement and goes to the advertisement page. These are the pressures that I have to deal with on a daily basis. I can't block. Oh, I turn my phone completely off, and then I get my bank saying, oh, by the way, I'm under identity theft attack. While all of this is all going on, my credit score went down from 800 to 200. While all of this is going on, you all think you all have problems? Trust me, you don't have problems until somebody steals your money. And I'm not talking about in the esoteric world of the government. I'm talking about a real live steals your money. Real live steals your name. Real live steals your credit. Real live steals your reputation in the business world. So, for this video alone, I'm going to open up the comments so you all can see, and I want you all to see all the trolls that are attracted to YouTube and how these people can sit in their underwear and leave comments that are just so hateful because their life is just full of hate. I can't even motivate my own family because God will take care of everything. God is not taking care of nothing. There is no God. You have no hope. You make what you make. And if you are full of hate, your world is full of hate. Even with all of these problems, even with my doctor saying you could die at any second, even to the point of dying as soon as I finish this sentence. Thank you, Doc. I don't think that increases my blood pressure at all. You just saying that. Even with that, my life is still full of motivation. I don't have Christians telling me I'm going to hell because I haven't come to their horrible churches. Horrible churches that doesn't even know the word love. That doesn't even know the word neighbor. Get the hints. God doesn't know you. You're not full of anything but hate. And any God that would blackmail you isn't a God worth serving. Get some logic in your life. Well, if you don't serve God, you're going to hell. That's called blackmail. Not that I'm promoting atheism, because you've got whack jobs in there too. Let's sue this town with 20,000 people with a budget of $10,000 a month. Heck, I have a bigger budget than that. Let's sue them because they put "In God We Trust" on a park bench donated to the city by veterans from World War II. Those are atheists. Either you don't believe in God or you actually believe you're anti-Christian or anti-religious or whatever. Please tell me how "In God We Trust" donated to some city by veterans who died fighting for the world. If they want to believe in God and they want to donate a park bench, and you go and sue this, you go and extort a city, a town, a village. I don't even know what is the population. What is the population cutoffs for each word? I'm gonna say it's a village. 20,000 people. They literally have a budget of $1,000 a month. They got to pay their one policeman and chickens. Did you hear about the town that disbanded the police station and the people tried to boycott the city council for it? They disbanded the police station because they couldn't afford the police station. They couldn't afford to pay the police. Times are hard. Are people unaware of this? And you have Obama talking about the rich aren't paying their fair share, when it came out finally that through Obamacare, the rich have to pay an extra $800 billion with a B. On top of all of the taxes that we pay, the rich had to pay an extra $800 billion through Obamacare. This is what's going on. And people are wondering why there's no jobs. Because the government is so gigantic. And then Michelle Obama has the audacity to say, Trump doesn't like kids because he's defunded the school lunch program. Wench, ain't nobody got time to be feeding your children. That's your children. That's your child. We don't have a value-added tax. You get taxed on your income. If you don't have income, guess what? There's no money. And here's what's really funny. Because of Michelle Obama's program or push for that program, not that she was elected to anything, they had slop and goop for lunch. The throwaways, which I guess they monitored somehow, the throwaways jumped up 300% or something like that of vegetables, foods and vegetables. Kids were throwing away the food. Throwing away the food. Trump defunds it and says, hey, you do your own lunch. And guess what? The National School Nutritionist said, thank you, Trump. That part's not in the news. Did you see that part in the news? No. We don't have money. The government doesn't have money. And we definitely don't have money to be stealing from rich people on top of the money that they already pay. They pay almost all the taxes. They don't get a earned income tax. They don't get a household credit tax. They don't get that. They pay millions of dollars in taxes individually. Well, they can afford it. No, they can't afford it. They cannot afford it. That's the whole point. 50, 60, 70%. That's how much they pay. While you're getting a tax income check every April, they have a body of lawyers, tax lawyers and tax accountants combing through trying to take every loophole they could possibly find so they don't have to pay millions of dollars in taxes. I'd like you to see it pay millions of dollars of taxes. Literally robbing people. And what happens? That means they don't have money for advertisers. right? My pill is kicking in, so this is a day in the life of you want a vlog? Here's a vlog. One of my neighbors gave me $3 to do something, and he said I'm gonna get and I had the money because I don't walk around with cash, right? I mean, I just don't, right? And that's probably my problem of how I was susceptible to the credit thing, right? I understand everybody's point of view. Yeah, if I have bars of gold stacked in my closet, nobody could take it electronically, right? If I had stacks of silver bars in my closet, nobody could electronically take it. I get it. I have cans of food. I have all of that. I keep 5 gallons of water just in case, because I have had my water shut off through no fault of my own. Just the city, just boom, shut down. Electricity, boom, shut down. No fault of my own. So I know these things actually happen. And I know if they happen for very long, people go crazy. Yes, you should have your own stuff. You should be prepared for eventualities. I think it's eventuality. They've already said that our electrical system is completely open to any crazy person who knows a thing or two about how to lock up the grid. I already know all this. Understand that I understand everybody's side. Understand that. Understand that I understand the liberals. I understand the Republicans. I'm a pretty smart cookie. I understand all of your sides. And I also know that you are going through pressures. But a lot of you lash out at your fellow man. Remember, I'm an ex-priest. And not the propaganda that you hear. I have nothing but love in my heart. I don't have hatred. I don't hate black women. I don't hate black people. I don't hate white people. I don't hate Latino people. I don't hate Asian. I don't hate anybody. Or you could say I hate everybody equally. I think humanity is disgusting. But I still believe that you should get married and have children. Why? Because I read the stats. Women are far more depressed now because they are not married. Oh, please don't come at me with no, that's not the reason, that's the reason. When all the married women say, oh, yeah, I'm living life, I'm having fun, and we're married, and we just got rid of our last child out of the house, and we're having fun as a married couple, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. You can delude yourself into thinking that's not why God put you on earth, if that's how you want to describe it. You have people who call themselves Christians but don't believe in the commandments of God, and the first command was go forth and be fruitful and multiply. Commandment, that's commandment. Oh, you don't believe that's a commandment? It has the same exact impact that says thou shalt not kill. Same exact thing. It's just located in a different section in the Bible. Guess who believes it? The Jews. And guess what? The Ten Commandments is located in the same set of books as that commandment of go forth and multiply, be fruitful and multiply. I already told you that scientist says that we could have 30 times the population. This planet can support 30 times the population on the planet and be sustainable. That buzzword, sustainable. I don't operate under this delusion that humanity is terrible and evil. No, humanity's terrible and evil because the powers that be make you terrible and evil. I'm living in a quote-unquote gated trailer park, and we're surrounded by people that shoot each other. I hear gunshots at night now. But wait, I lived in a neighborhood where I heard gunshots before. Supposedly a mature, paid-off neighborhood. Now, how do you get that? How do you get gang violence in a mature meaning that probably over 50% of the people in the neighborhood have actually paid off their houses? That's a mature neighborhood. When the powers that be shut off the money, and this is what they're doing with the manipulation of the money, you get poor people. If you recall when Trump was leading up to taking office, and he met with Steve Harvey and all of those people, they were saying that they were shocked that there were poor people in the United States. Now, obviously they've been living under a rock, but I can understand, when I was in the embassy and stuff, I didn't know anything about poor people. And in fact, I went and would spend the weekend with my maid, and she lived in a shack. And it didn't dawn on me that she was poor. I just thought she lived in a shack. I was thinking, the Three Bears were a real thing, that people lived in shacks. Some people lived in wood houses made of wood. Some people lived in straw houses made of straw. She lived in a house made of straw and corrugated steel as a roof. And the main room was full of beds so that everybody could sleep in a bed. And now that I'm thinking about it, how did I have a bed to myself in that situation? I must have stolen somebody's bed for the time that I stayed there. And why I stayed there, I don't know. I'm guessing my parents were just evil and wanted me to stay with the maid. I hope she got paid for that time, now that I'm reminiscing about that. But I was happy because I was an only child and I was surrounded by children. Just surrounded by children. That's what was happy for me, right? I went from my tiny mansion to my maid's house full of children. Obviously I didn't care about the mansion. I didn't care about having my own bedroom and all that, my own bathroom and all that stuff. What did I care about? I was surrounded by children. Happiest time in my entire life, including my adult life. As sheer happiness, right? People don't take time to actually be thankful for, just the little tiny things. I'm sure my maid didn't like that she lived in a shack. For the week she lived with us, right? She had her own little apartment on top of our house, away from her family though. She probably didn't appreciate that. But I appreciated her and her family full of children. Third world country, right? Which, of course, then makes me completely appreciate the United States for all the richness that we have. Even the people here who think that they're poor are far richer than any of those people. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Be kind to each other. You don't have to be kind to me. I don't care. I literally don't care. As you can see, I turned off the comments, right? I literally don't care. I don't care anything about what you have to say. The only thing I care about is my channel, that you're nice to each other. This is supposedly an intellectual channel. You're supposed to speak your thoughts, and you're supposed to have thoughts first, right? Not feelings, thoughts. Feelings are, I feel that you're lying to us. Well, that's because you've been bred now to be sheep and cows that have feelings. All right, thank you all for watching. Please support the channel. They said that they fixed the advertisement, and nope, not fixed on my channel. Thank you all for watching.